Hi, I'm Stavros. Good morning and welcome. Today you join me from Dennehy Commercials here on the Dock Road in Limerick. I've got 3 trucks to show you around today. I have 2 C440s and 1 C430, the concrete mixing truck there. And then we'll be going for a spin in this C440. So the customer of this truck will be taking delivery in less than a week. This will be hitting the road and we'll be talking to him about this truck, what made him choose the Renault. And yeah, plenty to show you in today's video, guys. Let's go. Okay, we're going to start off with the concrete mixer first. The C430 DTI 11, which means that has an 11.9 litre diesel engine. Then we move on to the C440 DTI 13, 13 litre diesel engine. So the concrete mixer, these are very expensive, guys. 150,000 euro ex VAT. So 32,000 euro just for the Liebherr mixer on its own. So it's fitted by Valutech Engineering down in County Cork. So the C430, this is the XLOAD, which means it has a lighter chassis than this tipper truck. This is not the XLOAD specification. So Renault have specifically designed this chassis for a concrete mixer, and you can save an awful lot of time fitting this onto the chassis, up to a day quicker to fit this mixer onto the chassis, and it comes pre-drilled with these holes, so it's a matter of just dropping the mixer on and bolting it on. So yeah, very quick to fit these mixers onto the XLOAD chassis for the Renault trucks. So Renault put an awful lot of work into designing this chassis to take these mixers, so there was a lot of research involved, and yeah, so they've done great work on that. We have a 650 litre water tank there. The final piece has to go onto the exhaust yet, and obviously the mixer itself will be painted up in time as well. We have a 90 litre AdBlue tank. That is your exhaust system. You'll notice as well that it narrows, so it narrows here, just, you know, when you're putting bodies on it as well, it just saves a bit of space. Just the way the exhaust is just slightly narrowed there as well. You'll notice it better on this truck at the far side. I'll show you that shortly. Yeah, the C440 DTI 13. This truck will be hitting the road very shortly. We'll be talking to the driver of this truck and just asking him why he chose the Renault, and also we'll be talking about warranty. Very good warranty on these trucks. But the concrete mixer, let's have a closer look around that. Now there are a couple of differences. So the C440, you'll notice underneath the bumper we don't have that protection piece that this C430 has. So this is real strong steel here, just for extra protection on the XLOAD chassis. So that's nicely done. Protection there on the headlights, and all of the trucks have the sun visors in front of them. This one has the 5 spotlights on the light bar there on top. So this one for Dennis Kelleher and Sons, that tipper, yeah. So yeah, as I said, this truck will be coming in at just under 13.5 ton, completely empty. Now this is an 8 to 9 cubic meter capacity mixer, but legally you're only allowed to carry between 7 and 8 cubic meters of concrete in this truck. So you would have around 19,000 kilo payload, and all of the rubber pieces there on the chassis. I always like to have a look at these just to see the way they're mounted. That's quite well done by Valutech. Now you can get a power washer for these trucks. It's 3,000 euro extra, and you can get it fitted here, which is it'll mean that you'll be cleaning off your concrete mixer an awful lot quicker, of course. And with that power washer you will be upgrading this 650 litre water tank to 1,000 litre water tank. So that is quite good. And then we have a 380 litre plastic diesel tank here. So yeah, it's protected by these little pieces here. Now you could get checkered plate maybe and put it over here and drill it through these holes if you wanted extra protection, but of course this XLOAD chassis is all about saving weight. So that's the main objective with this specification. And you'll see there as well we have this very handy step as well and a handle up there, so that's quite good. And just moving along, so that is where your water would be pumped out through here all the way down to the back. Let's follow it down, and you can get your hose there, and you can connect it up here, and your little valve there as well for turning it on and off. Now, of course, these concrete mixers, you can get wet loads, you can get dry loads. If you go into a plant and you get a dry load, it goes in dry in powder form, and then the water gets poured in. So of course it all depends on the site manager, where you're delivering your load, how much water do they want in the concrete mix. So that's all determined by the site you're going to. But say for instance it's a very warm day, about 30 degrees or more, and the drum gets very hot. That will mean that obviously some of the mix will be drying. So the driver then has control. Here he can adjust the amount of water he can take from the tank at the front and drop into the load. So this is for controlling the concrete mixer. So it's clockwise your load stays in, anti-clockwise your load comes out, and it's controlled by this lever here. So you see there the arrow out and the arrow pointing back in, and we can lock it in place by that handle. So that's quite handy. And then we have this handle here where we can pump the chute, so up and down depending what height you want your load dropped, and we can drop it down by this little turning valve here as well. So all very good, and you can up the revs of the engine as well by these controls. So of course it all depends how fast you want your concrete mixer spinning. So it's all, I suppose it would take a lot of getting used to if you were a new driver to concrete mixers. Take a lot of getting used to delivering to these building sites. But as I said, it is very important washing out these chutes, keeping them all clean. These are all plastic lined. The metal ones would just rust away and not very good. These ones plastic lined, very easy and long life out of them, and they're just held on by just spring loaded handle there as well. So very good. And yeah, you would just connect them to the back of the chute. But as I said already, it would be handy to get that power washer. It would just make cleaning a hell of a lot quicker at the building sites. So that is the look around your Liebherr concrete mixer. And yeah, you will be saving an awful lot of weight. So the weight difference between this chassis and cab to this chassis and cab is 830 kilos. So this is a heavier chassis than this chassis, because they both have different purposes. So this would be for tarmac or aggregates. It all depends what you're collecting. And Kelly's there, they have fitted a camera at the back of the cab. Now that's very good, because if you're loading your tarmac, say, tarmac gets loaded on these very quickly. You're talking only about 60 seconds. It drops in very fast, so they can keep an eye on the load with the camera and then move up and down the truck depending on what way they want the load spread on the truck. So that camera is very well positioned, and there's also a camera at the back as well. So this truck has a capacity of 550 litres between these two tanks. So yeah, Kelly's have the extra tank, which you could have fitted on this truck if you want, but as I said already, this truck is designed for saving weight. So the 830 kilos, I mean, heavier chassis, steel wheels, sleeper cab, and you can see day cab, aluminium wheels, lighter chassis on the C430. Let's have a look around the C440. Oh yeah, he has the protection on the back lights on this one, and he also has the camera there as well. And oh yeah, he has a very nice LED light here as well. I like that. And we have a look at this spring setup, 3-leaf spring setup at the back. Now these trucks don't have the hub reduction system. You can get that fitted to the K series trucks if you want. These are all C series trucks, but the Ks come with a hub reduction system. But you got to remember that the hub reduction system on these trucks will cost you more on fuel. So that's something to consider as well. And we have the ladder there, fold it down, climb up just to look into your load. And Kelly's have also sprayed the exhaust cover here in blue to match in with the cab. And in this space they would hold diesel, and what they do with the diesel is they spray the inside of the tipper body, which makes offloading easier. So whether it's tarmac or aggregates, your load slides out easier when you line the inside of it, spray it with diesel. So yeah, something I never even knew that these tipper drivers did. But there you go. And if I move around to the back here, you'll see they have a little holder here as well on the back mudguard, and they tie it up with a chain. So that's good if you're offloading in some places and you don't want your mudguard getting damaged or caught on anything. You can tie it up. So I like that. Let's just hop into the cab for a quick reminder. I'll just show you the locker space here. So press the button. Now it's a smaller locker on the driver's side to the passenger side. The passenger side will be slightly bigger. And let's just hop inside. So we have the red seat belts, just like you'd see on the Renault T or the T High. And we have the sunroof there as well. And your radio up here as well. As I said before, I would prefer if it was down on the dashboard. There you have it. Electronic handbrake and your camera monitor there as well. And you'll see there as well, body raised, which is very important. You don't want to be driving down the road, which is why it has a warning light there if the body is raised, and tailgate open when lit. So that will indicate when your tailgate is open. So that's all very good. And that is your camera monitor there. So I think it's nearly time to meet the driver, PJ, of this brand new Renault C440, the DTI 13, and go for a drive. Okay, so they're just dropping the body here, and you see that clamp? That clamp there is to stop the vibrations from the body. So there'll be no rattling, yes, with the body on the chassis. Brilliant. Okay, you now join me with PJ Kelly. Now PJ Kelly is the third generation in the family. PJ. So what made you go for the C440, PJ?
We find them reliable and comfortable, and there's a good deal with them now these days.
Yeah, there's a very good warranty deal on these trucks, guys. So we've got 3 years full servicing, CVRT, brakes, discs, calipers, and your 13-week check is all coming with the Excellence Maintenance Deal. So the R&M Excellence Maintenance Deal, as Renault call it. So you can really save a lot of money. I mean, it's estimated you could save up to €5,000, PJ.
There is, yeah. During the 3 years, like, it means a lot to the company now these days, the way you have to keep their eyes 100% on the road.
Yeah. And PJ, by the way, guys, is a huge Hino enthusiast.
Oh yeah. I'm Hino at heart.
Yes, Hino is running through their blood, as well as Renault, of course. So hopefully I'll have a video in the future coming with their Hino trucks. The 700, you've got the FS and the FY as well. So look out for that video, guys. And the tipper trucks, PJ, how much are you allowed to gross with these? 32 ton?
Yeah, 32 ton is your gross overall weight now these days with the law, yeah.
Yeah, and your payload then?
Payload is giving you about 19.5 ton.
About 19.5, okay.
The body and, you know, your diesel and consumption and all that, like,
yeah. But yeah, they're a fine truck. I mean, they're they're practically identical to the Renault T in the cab.
Yeah, they're the exact same now.
Yeah.
The cabs are all the same, yeah.
Yeah.
They're well finished off now. They're improving every time they come out to something nice from them.
Yeah, of course, you wouldn't have the comfort because we're on springs. And PJ, you have a K series as well.
We do, yeah. She's the K series. She's the construction front on her. Yeah. And she has the hub reduction as well.
Yeah, and as I said already to the viewers, the hub reduction system will cost you on fuel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
It does, yeah. It's a bit heavier, alright.
Now we have the police doing checks here, guys, ahead. So unless they he's gonna wave us on. He has to. There's nothing wrong with the truck. Here we go, guys. And he just waves us on. So he was going to stop us and then changed his mind, PJ. So the K series, it's more is it a heavier chassis and cab, is it?
No, the cab is the same. She's different style bumpers and stuff on the front of her.
Yeah.
And she's slightly different engine as well. She's a bigger engine as well. And she's got the hub reduction in on the back, which is great for off-roading and from up, you know, going to sites.
Okay.
Traction, better traction and stuff like.
So it's good on softer ground for getting you out of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. It does a great job for that.
So you have 3 other Renault trucks, is it?
Well, this will be the third Renault.
Oh, this is the third one. Okay.
Third one now, yeah.
Okay. The thing with Renault at the moment, guys, they're very strong on warranty, and it's very good. You can save a lot of money on this warranty with the trucks. But it's still comfortable, isn't it?
Oh, it is, yeah. They're like cars to drive nowadays, especially automatic trucks.
But and how do you find the gearbox on these?
Oh, there's a lovely shift to them, yeah. Lovely gear change. You can hardly hear the gear change.
Yeah, it's smooth gearbox on these. They're in negotiations, guys, for a 4th Renault.
Yeah.
So
nearly there now.
Nearly, guys, nearly. So yeah, and of course you have the Hino trucks as well. Is there any other brands of trucks?
We run Sino as well. We have 2 Sino tippers.
Oh yeah, okay.
That kind of replaced the Hinos.
Yeah.
So we're sticking with Renault now. I think we're getting a good service off them, and they're nearby as well, and they're handy to get parts off them and stuff.
Yeah, they're good on service as well. They're quite good.
Yeah. That's nice. They have a good team behind them. Like, so.
Yeah, it's very important with these trucks. You got to keep them rolling, guys. Yeah. And I love that camera as well, looking into the road.
Yeah, you have the 2 cameras option. Then you want to check the body and one from behind for the rear view.
And do you use that on all the trucks?
No, we just started putting them into them now for the tar lorries because it just helps the driver for loading the tar, you know. It makes it easier. Anything to make the driver's life easier is our main goal.
So PJ, when they're loading the tar, it's the driver that has to move up and down to spread the load,
He has to watch his lorry, he has to watch his body to see where he's positioning the load.
Yeah.
He moves forward every so often, then it gets the load into it.
So it's not like stone where you just stay there and...
No.
Yeah.
There's a man inside the hub, but he has nothing got to do with it. He just presses the button and that's it. It's up to the driver then to get the load on and into the body correctly.
Yeah, that's a very good view. I like that. So that is PJ Kelly, guys, taking delivery of this brand new C440 with its 13-litre diesel engine. And PJ, best of luck with the truck.
Thank you very much.
I hope it all goes very well, and let's hope a 4th one will be joining the fleet. We'll see. Okay guys, let's get back to base. And there we are, back from the drive in the Renault C440 8x4 tipper. Now don't forget, the repair and maintenance deal on these trucks is only available until June of 2021. After that, it goes back to a 2-year warranty, just like the C430 there, the concrete mixer. That only has a 2-year warranty on it. These ones have the 3-year warranty as standard, but it's only available until June of 2021, as I said. So that about wraps us up. A huge thanks to Dennehy Commercials here on the Dock Road in Limerick for bringing me in today just to have a look at their range of C-Series trucks. But I do hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and I'll chat to you all again next weekend for another video. Take care. Thanks for watching. Cheers!